Chapter 1, Introductions from Behind the Bars. Soundscape, the faint echo of footsteps in a long corridor, metal doors clanging shut, and muffled voices create an ambiance of confinement. Welcome to Behind the Bars, Reflections in Shadows, a window into the lives of inmates at a medium-security prison. Here, amidst concrete walls and steel bars, humanity still breathes. Our story begins with those you will come to know, 5 distinct voices woven together by their experiences. Eli's voice fades. I was once a teacher, passionate about igniting minds, but a crime of passion turned my life upside down. Sophia's voice takes over. They say I'm tough as nails, a gang member who sold drugs, but the truth, I live in fear of failing the ones I love. I hacked my way into trouble, but technology became my lifeline in here, a path to friendship I never expected. I've seen the best and worst of us. Brotherhood is all we've got, and I'm here to guide the young ones. Esther's soft voice concludes. And I pen poetry in a world that feels void of beauty, searching for solace in words. Soundscape fades, leaving a lingering sense of connection and anticipation. Chapter 2, Eli's Regret and Redemption. Elias Eli Thompson's voice carries a weight of remorse as he reflects on the events that led him here, to the confines of cold metal bars. Once a dedicated teacher, Eli exchanges lecture halls for prison cells, a consequence of a moment of passion gone awry. He admits, I didn't just lose my freedom, I lost my purpose. Amid the bleakness, Eli finds solace in fostering literacy amongst younger inmates, guiding them through the world of words that rescued him from despair. For every book they read, it's like they're reclaiming a piece of themselves, he muses. In these fleeting moments of connection, where laughter sometimes pierces the dreary atmosphere, Eli discovers redemption. The classroom he builds is not just a place of learning, it's a sanctuary of hope, where knowledge can break shackles, illuminating paths towards a future beyond these walls. As he concludes, Eli quietly states, in giving them hope I find my own. Chapter 3, Sophia's Hard Exterior. Sophia Stone Martinez stands tall, her voice laced with resilience as she recounts her journey into the world of gangs and drug trafficking. Raised in a harsh environment, she learned at an early age that vulnerability was a liability. The streets molded her into a tough exterior, a self-defense mechanism she clings to even within the prison walls. I never wanted this life, she confesses, the weight of her words echoing in the dimly lit cell. Behind her hardened facade, fears bubble to the surface. Fear of failing her younger siblings who look up to her. Fear of losing herself in a place designed to strip away identity. Sophia's story reveals the complexities within her, showing that even the toughest exteriors can hide profound vulnerability. In quiet moments, she reflects on the love she wants to protect and the hope that maybe, just maybe, she can lead them to a better path. Chapter 4, Raj's Digital Reflections. In the dim light of his cell, Raj Patel reflects on the digital world he once navigated with ease and passion. A tech whiz, he recalls the thrill of coding, the adrenaline rush of hacking for the greater good, or so he thought. Now, confined within these cold walls, the weight of his choices presses heavily on his conscience. As he reminisces about late-night coding sessions and virtual camaraderie, he longs for connection, not just through screens, but with the brothers around him. In this chapter, Raj shares his journey of self-discovery, recognizing the power of technology when wielded with integrity. He begins mentoring fellow inmates in coding, offering them a glimpse of a world beyond bars. Through shared laughter and late-night programming sessions, he finds unexpected friendships blossom, revealing that even in confinement, hope can be sparked by creativity and unity. Each line of code becomes a step toward healing. Chapter 5, G's Wisdom and Brotherhood. Sound of distant echoes and metal clanging reverberate softly in the background, setting a contemplative mood. Life behind bars changes you. Gerald G. Evans begins, his voice steady yet reflective. He pauses, allowing the weight of his words to settle. I've been here for over a decade. In this place, you learn that survival isn't just about individual strength, it's about the connections you form. I've watched younger men come in scared, lost. It's heartbreaking. G shares stories of camaraderie forged in the common areas, the laughter over games of cards, the quiet solidarity during tough moments. Brotherhood is vital. We lean on each other. I mentor them, but they teach me resilience. As the echo of nearby footsteps fades, G continues, "We may be behind bars, but we're still human. We carry stories worth listening to, each voice a testament to survival against the odds." The chapter closes with a gentle fade to silence, leaving the listener with a sense of unity amidst isolation. Chapter 6, Esther's Poetic Escape. Esther Lee's voice resonates softly, a stark contrast to the harshness of her surroundings. "I never thought I'd find solace behind these walls," she begins, her tone reflective yet spirited. Convicted for fraud, Esther confesses that her love for writing became her lifeline. "Penned words are my escape. Through poetry, I can paint a world of beauty where there's none," she shares, revealing glimpses of her verses that echo her emotions. As she recites, the listener hears the delicate rhythm of her words, capturing desolation yet imbuing a sense of hope. "I write to remind myself that life exists beyond these bars, that creativity flourishes even in confinement." Esther's literary journey not only sparks inspiration among fellow inmates, but creates a safe space for introspection and vulnerability. In her chapters, the power of art transcends prison walls, proving that imagination can illuminate even the darkest corners of life. Chapter 7, A Year in the Life, Daily Prison Routine. Sound of clanging metal doors and distant shuffling footsteps. Every day here feels like a mirror, reflecting the same faces, the same walls, but within that sameness I've found a rhythm. Background fades to the sound of trays clattering and low conversation. You wake up, you eat, you count down the hours, but it's the little moments that break the monotony. A joke shared, a game of cards. I find solace in coding at night. In a world made of zeros and ones, I can create something new, something that's wholly mine. Clang of metal utensils joins the ambient. The routine can grind you down, but we're all in this together. It's the brotherhood that keeps hope alive, reminding us we're more than our pasts. Esther's voice drifts in, a touch of wistfulness. And through my writing, I escape. I craft stories that remind us, even here, we can dream. Sounds softened, transitioning to the next chapter. Chapter 8, Bonds Formed in Darkness. In the dimly lit common area, the 5 inmates gather, their laughter echoing against the cold, concrete walls. Eli kicks off the conversation, sharing a light-hearted story about a mistake he made while teaching. Sophia, arms crossed, chuckles before opening up about her fears of not being there for her siblings. Raj, with a nostalgic smile, reveals how coding brought him camaraderie when he felt isolated. G nods thoughtfully, sharing how the bonds among them serve as lifelines, allowing vulnerability to seep through their hardened exteriors. Esther, with her notebook open, suggests they brainstorm a group poem, prompting a flow of ideas and emotions. As their voices intertwine, a sense of unity forms, showcasing the healing power of friendship amid confinement. Through shared stories and laughter, these inmates discover that even in the darkest places, connection can bring light, forging unbreakable ties that transcend their grim reality. Chapter 9, The Arrival of New Inmates. As dawn breaks over the prison yard, a palpable tension hangs in the air. New inmates, fresh faces, uncertain fates arrive, their footsteps echoing down the concrete corridor. Eli watches from a distance, recalling his own entry into this unforgiving realm, and feels a mixture of empathy and nostalgia stir within him. Every new inmate brings a story, he reflects, a chance for connection or conflict. Sophia's hardened gaze softens as she engages in quiet conversation with one of the newcomers, recognizing the fear in their eyes. "I remember feeling lost, but you've got to find your footing fast," she advises, her tough exterior cracking just enough to reveal a sliver of compassion. Raj muses about the potential friendships that could blossom despite the walls closing in. "Hope is a strange thing. It can thrive even in here," he shares, setting the tone for what lies ahead. Uncertainty mingled with the promise of new beginnings. Chapter 10, The Talent Show. The air buzzed with anticipation as the prison gym transformed into an improvised stage for the annual talent show. Inmates shuffled about, rehearsing their acts amidst the clang of metal chairs and muffled whispers. Eli, hands trembling, was set to read a heartfelt poem about redemption, inspired by his journey. Sophia, a hidden singer, practiced her rendition of a soulful ballad that tugged at the heartstrings of even the toughest inmates. Meanwhile, Raj prepared his coding demonstration, showcasing a game he developed with fellow inmates. Laughter erupted when G took the stage, regaling the crowd with his comedic stories of life behind bars, connecting them through shared humor. As the spotlight shifted from one act to the next, vulnerability blossomed in unexpected ways. Each performance illuminated the inmates' hidden talents and redemptive spirits, underscoring the powerful message: even in confinement, creativity and hope can thrive, forging bonds that transcend the prison walls. Chapter 11. Themes of Redemption. Book Club Highlights. The sound of turning pages and soft murmurs fills the room as Eli leads the inmates in their weekly book club meeting. This month's selection is a poignant novel centered on themes of redemption and resilience. Each inmate shares their thoughts, revealing how the story resonates with their own experiences. Sophia surprises everyone with her insightful reflections on sacrifice and forgiveness, drawing a parallel to her life in the gang. Raj passionately discusses the protagonist's quest for identity, relating it to his own journey through technology and belonging. As they engage in heated debates, G offers his insights as a seasoned voice, emphasizing that redemption isn't just about the past, but about choices moving forward. Esther reads an original poem inspired by their discussions, her words weaving a tapestry of hope and longing. Together, they realize that through literature, they find strength, connection, and a path toward healing, enriching their shared human experience, even behind bars. Chapter 12. Community Service. Bridging Two Worlds. The mood in the prison is charged with anticipation as the inmates prepare for a rare opportunity: community service outside the prison walls. Eli's voice resonates with excitement, reflecting on the chance to connect with those he once took for granted. Sophia, usually tough and guarded, reveals her nervousness. She's afraid of how the world sees her, yet eager to show her growth. Raj discusses the thrill of sharing his story, emphasizing the importance of fully embracing their humanity. On the day of the service, the inmates step outside, feeling the sun on their faces, a sensation they've missed deeply. As they engage with volunteers and community members, a sense of purpose fills the air. Each inmate confronts their fears and hopes, realizing that they can contribute to society, proving that even behind bars, transformation is possible. The chapter closes with a powerful moment of connection, where laughter and shared humanity dissolve barriers, evoking a renewed sense of hope. Chapter 13. Riots and the Fragility of Hope. The atmosphere of the prison shifts dramatically as tensions rise, a powder keg of accumulated frustrations waiting to explode. Metal clangs and shouts reverberate through the corridors. With each echoing bang of the cell doors, fear tightens its grip on the inmates. Eli recounts the chaos, remembering the sense of helplessness that descends as they huddle together, seeking comfort in companionship amidst the turmoil. Sophia, usually so tough, reveals her vulnerability, confessing that the violence stirs dormant fears of losing her connection to her siblings back home. Raj, focusing on the chaos outside, wonders how easily hope can shatter under pressure. G reflects on the price of silence and the critical need for communication to prevent such eruptions in the future. Esther channels her turmoil into poetry, capturing the chaotic emotions swirling around her. In the face of destruction, they cling to one another, as fragile threads of hope weave through the dark moments.